Good morning! Welcome back, everybody. Well, I'm welcoming you back. I know you've still been watching my videos, but I've been away for the last 4 months. I did stockpile a few videos to keep you all entertained before I went away, but apologies for not dropping the videos on a regular basis. Anyway, I returned home at the weekend, much to the delight of my wife and kids, and much to the delight of my motorbikes. So I've got a few months off ahead of me now, so if you're not a member of my channel, please become one, because I've got a lot of trips and tours and just general, oh yeah, good few bike reviews planned as well, but general all-round fun. So please click the subscribe button now. Anyway, as the title says, in this video I've got myself a new little toy, and that is the GoPro Hero 10. Now, I can hear a few of you gasp already, because I've publicly said I will never ever buy another GoPro product after the disaster that was the GoPro Hero 9. Anyway, I have the 10, and I did buy it with my own money, and I'll tell you the reason first of all why I did buy it. As much as I love the Insta 360 1x2, and that really is a superb camera, whatever I was trying to save in terms of workflow on the road when I was going out to do a motovlog, just by taking the one camera, which is what I thought the 1x2 would do, the amount of workload I then had back when I was in the edit, trying to piece everything together and pick every single shot off the 1x2, it just wasn't practical at all. And dare I say it, the quality of the 1x2 picture as your main camera just isn't up to the quality of a GoPro. So what I'm hoping to achieve with this new Hero 10 is to keep it on my chin, that stereotypical chin mount motovlogging camera, and use the 1x2 as it was designed to do. All the beautiful, incredible effect shots, you know, out of the side of the motorbike, which you've all seen on many of my videos. Without going into it again too much, the Hero 9's problems, first of all, were that it was crashing, it was laggy, I was losing footage all of the time, the sound would work sometimes, the sound wouldn't when you plugged the mic in the back. It was just unreliable. So the differences, hopefully, that GoPro have addressed with the Hero 10, and it looks like they have, to be honest, already, reading the forums and reading the specification list on this camera. There's a new processor in this Hero 10 called the GP2, and where a lot of the problems lay with the Hero 9 was that it couldn't write large file sizes quick enough to the card, even though I was using the recommended cards which GoPro recommended, which was the SanDisk cards. I was using them, it was crashing all the time. Towards the end of my reign with the Hero 9, I changed to a different card, which is the Samsung Evo card, which is actually the card I have in this new camera today, and it sort of fixed a lot of the problems. But in general, the Hero 9 was just too laggy, too unreliable, and I lost too many days worth of footage. So a few new features on this Hero 10, and actually one of the main ones I bought it for, apart from hopefully its reliability. I should say, by the way, that obviously I can't tell how the features are going to work in this Hero 10. I can't really tell what its reliability is going to be like. I can't check a lot of the things that I want to check until I get back into the edit. So I'm just going to record this short video and then get back to the edit, put that together, and then I'll give you a summary of exactly how it performed on this trip and what I think. The 1080 setting on the Hero 9 was just a little bit too mushy, a little bit too soft, not quite sharp enough for my liking, which leads me on to give you my next few settings. I keep the sharpness on this camera in medium, I keep the bit rate to high. So the good news is that the Hero 10 will take the same accessories, including batteries, as the Hero 9, so I don't have to start spending extra money on getting new batteries and everything else. And like obviously all the mounts for every GoPro model are standard, and they'll all fit right back to the early GoPro models. But a couple of handy things is that the media mod for the GoPro Hero 9 fits this Hero 10. The media mod, of course, you need to feed your microphone from inside the helmet into the back of the camera, as well as a quick charging port and a very handy HDMI out, so you can basically operate the whole camera without taking it out of that media mod shell. The other very useful thing is that the max lens mod, which I use all of the time on my motorbike reviews, will fit this new Hero 10. However, this camera needs a little software update, which is coming in November, to make that max lens mod work. So I don't have that on today, I'm just in super wide view. The differences with the max lens mod is that it keeps the horizon level, as well as giving it an even wider view than this. And it's very, very useful, especially when you're on a motorbike. It just helps to smooth everything out. So you're probably used to seeing me riding around the country lanes in the countryside up near where I live, so it's quite unusual to see me on a dual carriageway as such, which leads me actually onto another very nice feature that this Hero 10 camera has. It has a lens coating called hydrophobic. So when you're caught out in the rain, as we often are on motorbikes, the rain is just, well, apparently supposed to disperse immediately off the lens. You shouldn't have any rain droplets on the lens. And how many times have we all got back after a fantastic day out riding, after being caught out in the shower, and you get back and find that there's 1 or 2 raindrops which have just stayed on that lens, and even though they've dried up, the smudge of the raindrops is still there. It's so annoying. So hopefully that is a thing of the past with this new lens. You can also buy those lenses now as an add-on and put them onto your GoPro Hero 9s, which is very impressive that GoPro have, for the first time ever I think, made all of these accessories and add-ons compatible with the previous model. So that's all the good stuff, and even though I'm still talking, the Hero 10 hasn't crashed yet, which is very exciting, because by now the Hero 9 could have crashed 2 or 3 times. I'm purposely not using the 1X2 today, as I want this little trip to be all about the new Hero 10. So I'm going to sign off now, take it back into the edit, and then come back and do a piece to camera and tell you exactly what my findings were with this camera. Before I do sign off, if there's anything you want to know in terms of settings, oh, by the way, I will give you a quick setting, which is very useful. There's a setting called system frequency, which was also on the Hero 9, and the 2 different settings are 60 Hz and 50 Hz. If you're in America, stay on the 60 Hz, because that is, as the old format, NTSC. If you're in Europe or the UK, set your camera to 50 Hz, because this sets your camera into the PAL format, and you'll be shooting on the correct frame rates, which is 25p and 50i. So what do I think? It's pretty damn good, to be honest. The biggest change is that processor. Even when you're navigating on the back screen of this new Hero 10 camera, you're straight to the menu. You're straight, whatever you press, it selects straight away. Unlike the Hero 9 with that old processor, the GP1, by the time you'd selected everything you'd want and the computer caught up, you'd selected something totally different. But I've been through all of the menu settings on this new Hero 10, and it's instant. I haven't tried it with gloves on yet. That might be asking a bit too much. But, you know, even on the Hero 9, before you'd even set the camera into record, you were frustrated as hell with all of the problems just trying to select everything on the screen. So, as you can see, that little ride out, that footage is straight from the camera on the Hero 10. The in-camera colour with that new colour format, the natural format, I think they call it, is just phenomenal. It means, to me at this stage, it's all about workflow. So if I can literally take the camera back into the edit computer, put the footage straight in there, and pretty much start editing the footage directly from the camera, that's just a godsend to me. I don't want to spend extra hours colour grading, tweaking the sound, and then finding out that certain files had crashed, and then looking for ways in the edit how to sort of get around that, rewriting my scripts even because files had crashed on the old 9. So far so good. Now since I did that ride out, which I did a couple of days ago, such as the power of television, I have done a few more tests with the Hero 10, and I've put it through its paces with a good few more hours going through the camera. I've tried the 5.3K, fantastic, but I can't even play it back on my 4K television to maximum resolution. I'm not really sure why you'd need 5.3K. Gimmicks are great and everything, but in terms of usability, you'll need a crazy powerful computer to start editing on 5.3K. One thing I can see with 5.3K is that if you're shooting short bursts of something, just shoot it in video rather than trying to use the photograph mode and taking photographs and trying to hit that moment. Shoot it in 5.3K and then pull the stills from that video, because even though the stills in the photography mode on this new Hero 10 are something like 23 megapixel, which is just huge and phenomenal, even when you pull stills of the video 5.3K or even 4K, you're still getting close to 19 megapixels. Now, in real terms, unless you were going to blow up a poster to sort of fit the side wall of a bus stop, you don't need any more than 15 megapixels. So to get 19 megapixels from a video grab is phenomenal, especially in a camera like this. This is what keeps blowing me away. Now, you know my frustrations with the 9. I promise I won't go back there. But what I will say is, so far, so good with the 10. Love the picture quality, love the processing speed. And to be honest, I just love the workflow. It hasn't caused me any problems in the few days that I've had it. Absolutely delighted with it so far, but time will tell. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a million for tuning in. As most of you know who've been following me, I'm a TV cameraman for a living, so I sort of know a thing or two about this sort of stuff. If there's anything technical you want to ask me about these cameras or any other cameras, please feel free to ask me in the comments below, and I will try and get back to each and every one of you. Might take a while, but I promise I'll do my best. Once again, thanks for tuning in. I'm Dave Perry for Really Good TV. Over and out.